and welcome to the first of a series of tutorials based around Nereng's no scripting system, which is basically for people who don't like scripting or don't know how to do scripting. It's a different way of creating the quests. It's a very interesting system. To begin with, it seems like a little bit of work, but you very quickly get used to it and bring the amount of time it needs down. As you can see, on the left hand side here is an open tool set. On the right hand side is a PDF with the first lesson, the fetch quest, and you can probably see I'm doing it on an iMac, but that doesn't make any difference to the quest at all. So without further ado, let's jump into the first lesson and see how quickly we can do it without mistakes, hopefully. Open the North Keep area in the demo module. Done. There's North Keep open. Use the pull down tools and click Journal Editor. Tools, Journal Editor, you might be familiar with this. Make sure Root's selected and we click Add and we get category 000 comes up. Highlight that and we're going to change its name. He says call it Fenberries for the herbalist. I'm just going to call it the herbalist because we are on a mission here. Use the tag field. The tag's very important, is in all Nereng stuff. It's going to be called Quest 1. Make sure it's capitals. I'm going to change the priority to the highest and I'm going to just give 100 XP or whatever else. And I'm going to click Apply. Okay, and then we're ready to start. Click on Herbalist again and we need our stages in the quest. Click Add. You get entry 001, and the great thing here is that we can just copy and paste basically. And here's the first stage of the quest. Here the herbalist needs 3 Fenberries. I'm going to copy and paste it, and then I'm going to click on here, delete that, paste it in here, the herbalist. You notice it's ID 1. Nereng likes the idea of 10 apart, so the first stage would be 1, second one would be 10, and probably the final one would be 20, but it's not the final one yet, so we're fine. Okay, I'm going to apply it, click on that, and you can see that that's worked perfectly well. Okay, so make sure the herbalist is selected again, click Add again, we get entry number 2. And you see it down here. Now the first thing to do is, remember I said it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, it goes 1, 10, 20. That's so that if you need an intermediary step in the quest you can add it later on. So get rid of that and put 10 in for the ID. And now my second entry is when he's found the Fenberries, it's going to have to bring them to the herbalist. So I'm going to copy, go and delete this, paste it in here. Found 3 herbaries, now should bring them to them, that's fine. Apply it, click on it, there we go, so that's fine. And we're on to the final stage now. So click on the herbalist again, the title of the quest, click Add, and we get entry, well it's saying 11 there, we're going to change that straight away to the final one, which is 20. Click the finish category because it is now the finished one. And let's see what the last entry is. The herbalist has given them the potion and it's all finished. Right, so give them the potion and the antidote for bringing them 3 Fenberries. Copy it. It's a quick way of doing it this from the tutorial. You'll obviously not be able to do that every time. Control and V, and in it comes, and there we are. Apply and OK, and that's fine. So I'm going to save that just while I'm ahead. Now next we need our quest giver. Paint creatures standard, well let's get started. Paint creatures, standard tab, NPCs, human, male commoner, and paste them in, paint them in. Okay, right click on them, choose properties, and this is what we get. You can change this name if you like. I'm not going to bother doing that, this tutorial will be long enough. We can make a conversation for after the quest here. I'm not interested in that just now, this is the basic stuff. So first of all we go to the scripts tab. We've got to for the conversation, it's got to be based around Nereng's scripting system. You'll find it here, so if you scroll up, you'll see all the NSQS ones, and we're looking for the one we're looking for is on conversation. Click that. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to go into the inventory, and the inventory of the quest givers, the NPCs, is always important to Nereng's system. It's the nub of it really. So click on inventory, and what he does is he wraps all the scripts for the various quests up in custom tokens. So we need one of those for our quest giver every time. So inside his inventory, go to custom items, special, open up custom one, and you see all the tokens there. And the one we're looking for here is the fetch quest, which is the one that we're doing. Click on it, drag it in to his inventory, and then right click it. I'm just going to move this across here and go to the description tab and click on variables. And this is the nub of the system. This is what you'll be filling in most of the time for the quests. Okay, so what we do is we're now on to number 27. Click to select the active quest tag, and the value is going to change from 0 to quest 1 in capital letters. Okay, we then have to replace it and make sure it comes in up here, and then that's fine. And it's the workflow here that's good to get going properly. We're now into the conversation, con1 owner. That's the first time the NPC talks to us. Okay, so I click on that, I get rid of what's already there and look for con1. This is the first line of the conversation. Hello, I'm Brand the Herbalist. Alright, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it into there, and I'm going to replace what was there. So there it is there now. See that one there? Hello, I'm Brand the Herbalist. That's fine, done. The reply for the owner, for the PC, sorry, is gone to PC, and he says, well met Brand, a herbalist, eh? So I'm going to copy that, get rid of what's already here, paste this in and replace it. So there's my conversation going fine, so I can get a little bit of speed going. Con3 owner, the next thing the NPC says, make potions and stuff, maybe you could help with something. Okay, copy that, delete what's there, paste it in and replace. You can see how we're getting quicker already. Con4 PC, the PC answers. What is it? You could be you'll be typing these in normally yourself, but it's quite handy from the tutorial to just copy and paste it in. So I've copied that, paste it into there and replace. What is it you require? Okay. Con5 owner, the NPC says, wait a minute, I need 3 fenberries, maybe you could pick some for me, I'll give you a potion in as a reward. So copy it, delete what's there, paste in the new one and replace. And so that's us done the first bit. Well, no, we've got one more still to do. Conversation number 6 at PC. Okay, if I happen to find some, and I'll give them back to you next time I'm in town. So copy it, delete what's there, paste it in there and replace. And that's the first conversation. Now it's important to know you have to have at least 4 lines up to Con4 PC. You need to do at least that many. You can do up to 6 as we've done, or even up to 8 if you want. Alright, and that's all we do for that bit. The next bit we're interested in is the delivery. Once you've actually done it, and that's con deliver. So we're assuming the PC is going to open the conversation when you return with the berries. So click on that one. And this is what he says. We're number 34 now. Have your fenberries. You said something about a reward. Again, we're going to copy, delete, paste that in and replace. Click the next one. Deliver to owner. The owner then says, fine, yes, potion of antidote, great. If you get bitten by a snake or something, I suppose that's right enough. Copy it, get rid of what's there, paste it in and replace. Alright, let's move down a wee bit. Con deliver 3. We don't actually need any more. There's your reward, so that's fine, we don't need that. So the next thing we really do, you can fill out more lines if you wish. 2's the minimum for the coming back to finish the quest. Number of items, 3 berries. Now I'm going to say something to you here. The mistake I made early on here was I thought he was talking about bushes, but it's actual berries inside the bush he's talking about. That'll be important later on. So number of berries we want, 3, and click replace. That's fine. How much reward, GP, how much do you want to give him in terms of gold? A bit harsh, he's saying nothing. I'm going to give him 100 gold, just because he deserves it if he got through this tutorial. XP is going to get 300, so delete, put 300 in and replace it, so you see that's come in there. Alignment shift, some of the extra things it can do are quite useful here. A shift towards good, okay, so that's number 1, you can see it on the PDF there, number 1 is a shift towards good, so I'm going to give him that. Keep replacing. What level's required? Well, it's an entry level PC is going to be starting this, so we don't want to change that just now. Don't we want to make an entry level requirement. Post quest ambient walk, what does he do? I like this one, I have to say. 4 options, you can read them for yourself. I like number 3, where he basically finishes the quest, the NPC just starts wandering all over the place after that. So I'm going to change it to, get rid of what's there, change it to number 3 and replace it. The one thing you don't touch is the active token one. Don't do that at all. So that's us finished that. So yes, that's fine. Click it all OK. And then we get away. And it says here to go for a cup of coffee, but let's not bother doing that just now. So the herbalist, this guy here, I should really call him Brand, shouldn't I? So I'm going to click on him and call him Brand, just so it makes sense in the game. So we now need to give him the reward, which is the antidote potion, so he can give it to us. So I'm going to click inventory, standard tab, we're going to go to miscellaneous, potions, drag in a potion of antidote. But how does the quest know that this is linked to quest 1? It's because in his inventory he changed the tag of the potion to quest 1 _ reward. So right click, change the tag to quest 1 _ reward. And again, Nereng's system is just to keep on doing it in capital letters. Alright, so click OK, and that's that done. Click OK and OK. And next we're on to the berries. Because at the moment the berries inside the fenberry bushes don't have the right tag for this quest, so there's no way of knowing that they're connected to this quest. So we're going to do that now by closing North Keep. I'm actually going to save my module. You'll notice I've called it something else because I didn't want to ruin a blank module, a clean one. And we're going to go to the murky forest and we're going to view the area. Now Nereng's put a lot of stuff in here, a lot of sound bits and things, so it'll take a wee minute to open. But what we're going to do is we're going to open the inventories of all the fenberry bushes. There are 4 in the area, and we're going to change various features of the berries. So here we go. So we can now open, and we'll go down to placeables, and you'll see that halfway down round about here there are fenberry bushes. So here's the workflow. I'm just going to do one because of the length of the tutorial, but you'll have to do the same series of steps for each of the bushes. So what we do, right click properties and open its inventory. You should see a berry in there. Right click on that and change the tag of the berry. Hold on, I'll move it across here. Change the tag of the berry to quest 1 _ item. Quest 1 _ item, and click OK. Except you don't just click OK, because that's me made the same mistake again, because I need to go back and alter the variable as well for bush 1. So variable, what I need to do is I need to put in NSQS _ item. I do this every time, I don't know why. Item, okay, int, and we change the value to 1. Make sure now that you click to add it, click OK, Click OK, and that's bush 1 done. You now have to go into bush 2 and change its tag and put in that variable. Alright, and once you've done that, save your module and try it out and see if the quest works. Okay, before you make the same mistake I did, a quick teaser for you. What's wrong with this? There's my inventory, and there are my berries from each of the fenberry bushes. To cut to the chase, the problem with what's in my inventory is that if you remember, the number of items that we specified had to be collected for this quest to be successful was 3. And 3 doesn't mean 4. It means precisely 3. So why Nereng put 4 bushes in here, I have no idea, because I made this mistake quite a few times before I realised. It says number of items in the variable that we set, there would be 3 for it to be successful. So make sure you only have 3 berries, only collect 3 berries if you wish the conversation in the quest to conclude appropriately.